Yo, what is going on, guys? So today's video I'll be showing you every single quick way to actually get tokens. Well, not quick way, but effective and fast ways to actually get tokens, because I have 31,000 wrap, 2k tokens, and a bunch of limited swords, like a lot. So I actually have 31k wrap, 2,000 tokens, and over 100,000 sales. Now I don't actually trade that often, but my tips are used by all the other rich people inside, so these will be all the best ways to get tokens if you're kind of broke right now. Yeah, so the first way we're actually going to go is in the trading. Now I'm actually a little bit off obtaining 100,000 sales, so if I claim this, I am actually at 99,878, and I have a bunch of swords for sale, and I'll be telling you what prices to do and how to do it. So first up is you actually want to set your prices for your limiteds a little bit above. So if I was to sell what this limited here, instead of 82 wrap, I would sell it for about 125 tokens. It doesn't really matter how much, as long as it's more than what you bought. Because if I go to my booth history, go to sales, this katana got sold for 150 when wrap is 95. This sword got sold for 180 when the wrap is 128. This sword got sold way more than the wrap. So basically what I'm saying is sell it more than the wrap by about 25%, give or take. So a good tip is for swords, at least, is to run around, buy the swords that are worth the wrap. So this sword here is worth more than wrap, so I won't buy that. Neither is that emote, neither is that sword. So don't buy the sword unless the wrap is more than what they're selling. So if we look at this sword here, the wrap is 210 and they're selling it for 130, so I'm actually going to buy that. Same with this butterfly emote. Emotes and swords should be treated about the same. So if I was to go to this person's thing here, Starkiller 435, they actually sell swords way higher than the price, but they have a lot of swords, which is why they do it. So pretty much all the rich people are using it. If you look at this sword here, he's worth 1,000 wrap, but they're selling it for 1,200. Same with this person here. They have a bunch of emotes and swords for more than the wrap. If you're ever curious, just check the wrap history, and the wrap history looks to be non-existing because it just came out today. That's why the wrap's so high. However, he's not actually selling anything more than what the wrap is, so I don't recommend buying any of these stuff because they're not worth more than the wrap. Maybe this Nebula Lightning because it's barely worth more, so I think I actually will buy that. Yeah, but that's probably the best way to actually just buy and sell swords. Just buy them for the wrap and sell them for just a bit higher than the wrap. And you can, same with emotes, if you actually just go ahead, you can see that the emotes are different colors. So I would sell this one for about 199, and that's guaranteed to get bought because barely anyone actually sells emotes. If I look at my booth history, go to sales, most of my sales are actually explosions or emotes. And look at this explosion, it's got a 58 wrap, but I sold it for 125 tokens. Same with this one here. If you just do this, it's pretty easy to get sales, especially duo emotes. Duo emotes and limited emotes are really good. And the reason people are doing this now, because trading finally got fixed with the new index, people will go to swords, find the sword they want and buy it, and if it's just a little bit higher than the wrap, they will go ahead and buy that because it saves them having to go back to the index and find a different seller that is actually selling the thing you're offering. Now there are a few exceptions to this rule, such as really rare emotes that don't have to wrap, as well as new swords that just came out, which I'll talk about later, and these ones that have the little global with 5k under it. These wraps change fairly often, but they will always be sold like for a lot higher than it is because there's only 5k of these actual swords, which is why I'm not actually selling my Dragon Slayer right now because there's only 6.3 of them, and the wrap will always stay this price. If I look at the history, it's just stayed that price forever. Even when the index came, it still stayed at the same price, which is why it's really solid to buy these that have this little world thing here. Another thing about buying and selling all these swords is I don't actually recommend buying anything over 1.5k because the price will most likely change fairly often. If you actually look at my limiteds, whether they're located, none of these swords are actually worth over 1.5k. Maybe a few of them. However, because prices change so often, I don't actually really want to risk losing all of these sales, losing all of my tokens, so I just normally keep them at pretty cheap prices. Yeah, but just run around trade service looking for some pretty good sales. Well, scythes are pretty good, but I don't think I want that one. Pretty much all they have. Try to get into emotes if you don't have that many tokens, because emotes are actually pretty good because no one really sells emotes. It's mostly just other, so this emote I could definitely sell for 50 tokens. Yeah, but that's how it works pretty much. because nobody really sells a lot of limited emotes, so you could definitely make a lot by just selling these. I'm not going to sell all my emotes because obviously the point of trading is to get some stuff you like, so I'm going to keep wave light. And Dora emotes also go for a fair bit. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you the next wave swords. I actually have to go to the normal server. Now this trick is actually pretty normal. It's just buy the new limited to come out, because as you saw, the butterfly bow that came out last week was actually selling for 2.5k. So you definitely, but it is a risk whether they go up in value or down in value. Buy the limited. So as you know, sometimes you can only buy 10,000 of one thing. If you can only buy 10,000 or 5,000 of one thing, I do recommend buying that with tokens, definitely. Go ahead and do buy the new stuff that are limited for tokens, because 9 times out of 10, they go so high up in value. It's super, super good. So this brings me to the last one, which actually involves the new update, which is why I'm making this video. It is because the bladeball has actually added a new thing. So if you don't know, clans actually have luck. If I was to go to my clan, or not mine, but the clan, this clan actually has unlocked luck, and it is at the highest luck, plus 10% luck. And in the new update, we've actually changed something pretty nifty, which is that luck will now actually work inside of the RNG place, or the AFK world, whatever they call it now, which is why I actually recommend selling AFK emotes. I don't actually have any RNG emotes on me right now, but they are going for a fair bit. Sometimes you can get lucky with booths and straight up just have a really good booth where they're selling everything under wrap, and you can just go ahead and buy the entire booth pretty much. Is as you see, some of the secret RNG emotes are actually worth so much. This one, for example, is 1 in 5 million and 6.8 thousand tokens it's worth. The actual top RNG emote, which is for Disco, the Chrome DJ, is worth 85,000 tokens. Same with Zeus is worth 60,000, and these are actually pretty simple. And the new update has made it way easier to actually obtain these, which is that clan actually works. Make sure you get your clan luck up and go into the RNG world with some ults. So I'm actually going to use this method fairly often, which is just AFK in the clan world, because it's really, really useful. If I go there right now, as you can see in here, not only do I get my luck from my actual clan, which is at max, which is plus 10, but I've also gotten some, so make sure you have premium if you do, if obviously you can afford it. So every time you do actually invite someone, you get plus 10%. I think it goes up to 100, so you can have 10 ults or 10 friends doing this with you. Yeah, but if you just go ahead and invite a bunch of people, you can do all of this. Unfortunately, this is the one bad thing about the AFK world. You can't actually spend tokens to buy 2 times luck, which I actually really don't like. I would have spent 400 tokens easily to buy 2 times luck for 10 hours. That's definitely worth it. Yeah, so the only ways to get luck is invite friends, premium, and your clan. Unfortunately, the 2 times luck does cost Robux. And then there's obviously like the ways like the new events. If you get secret, obviously that will be worth a lot. If you get these rare emotes, it'll be worth a lot, obviously. However, please go ahead and like, subscribe, so that eventually one day I can actually get creative role and talk to the devs about actually adding RNG emotes buyable with tokens, because that's pretty W. Anyway, that's all for this video. Please like, subscribe if this helped you in any way, and join the Discord if you want to win some giveaways for the new swords, and I shall catch you all there. Goodbye.